Okay, I'm doing this at 3:11 in the morning. So I got my shirt, classy, sassy, or badassy. Now, why am I doing this at 3:11 in the morning in mid-August, which is 2019 AD? I'm 19 years old genetically. I'm Mohawk 100% genetically, and so I'm the landowner of the Royal Land Trust. I figured out something. Mary Mohawk is actually my relative from 2,000 years ago. That's why when I say I'm from the Virgin Mary, that's her. And the Rouge and Humberini chief, she is actually the chief here, royal. So what has happened is God has actually created us as royalty to support the West, who all obeyed God at Genesis to have many children. First words ever spoken in the Bible at Genesis are have many children. Now, the interesting thing of why we're created as Queen King Knights, like wolves, I'm alpha female with blood type 8. My husband is King Robert Dundalk, alpha male with blood type B. He's got another stage name, Rob Donovan, and he's got an acting name, Logan Lerner. So he's D'Artagnan, which is the Three Musketeers. When we're actually out doing, in one of the Hollywood roles, doing filming, it's us in the film. Now, I don't have a lot of history. I know the actors' names, a few of them in the past, but they're all Mohawk, including Mary, who's Mary Mohawk from 2,000 years ago. So I'm just showing you what I'm going to show you as it changes to my basement, because there was a leak here in the corner, and it's been fixed by God. And all of this Rouge Dawn watershed divide is actually an important issue for those who are actually doing a political Pol Pot usurpation of me, the royal, as the constitutional monarch. Now, I've lived 50 years, quantum leaping through time. So any time I've spent in the past, I've actually managed to kind of lose in this time. So I'm still here at 2019, but genetically 19. So I have to go back a year in order to breed like wolves, having Queen King Knights wolf puppies. We're Deer Clan, the Deer Clan, so I'm standing here with fist, and Rob is kicking stag with fist, and we tend to do one fist up when we do a whoop. The Knights are all the Hollywood Royal, they're charging buck with fist. So here we are, and I'm going to show you this because what is going to happen if we can nip it in the bud with Royal Rescue God Game, because God wrote the last script of 80 scripts I wrote since 2015 when I was in the band room at Baby. I'll show you this because this is going to be the stream between the Rouge and the Dawn watershed divide that Aaron Shapiro, whose husband is Thomas More, set up the parliamentary democracy system in Tudor England, Wessex, and that's who's in the mine cut now. So she's actually the one going to try to do a political coup, and she's from York, England, south of Bloody Mary, and Bloody Mary was stealing the name of Mary too, and she's a non-breeder. This one is a breeder, 6 clans south, who actually stopped breeding 400 years ago as they did an attack against the Rouge chief, which was 400 years ago, was a Mohawk chief, and that's Aurora. So I'm Canada, that's my name. So here, I'm just showing you what's been done, because in the corner there used to be foam insulation. I had God create it all again, and so this is the basement now, because Marco Prostochimo is Royal Homes. His dad built custom homes and roofing, and he's typical. He's not really much of a builder. Marco does IT work a little bit, and so he's here. He brings food to me and is my driver. He's upstairs now on the bed because he gets brought in. He's out camping at Algonquin and hiking the Two Rivers Trail. So anyways, we got the subfloor in. Lots of wood still. These are my boxes of Zulu. Now, these are quilts. These quilts actually were stolen from my closet upstairs by Aaron Shapiro's spirit. So I have a thief. She was down the block and shaped to be Pol Pot. Here's what I told her when I went by, because she said hi as a Pol Pot. I didn't know it was her, but I knew it was somebody, that because I'd killed off all the Pol Pot who's from Hong Kong, China. I said, Anglo war chest is done. Finito. I said, this is Mohawk land. Go home. And that's it. So when you actually Put your foot down as a landowner, like I am as a royal chieftain of Indians of America. I'm the Holy Grail with God with me, and in my body always I'm created by God. This generation to stop the mob, and that is Aaron Shapiro, who was the town councilor in Markham, trying to usurp me and take my public spaces funding, which John McKenzie had actually fundraised for me at Kennedy Bingo Hall. So I'm going to make sure you understand that these women are maids that are low, trying to be high through a political system, and she and her husband are the ones that actually are pushing the political system. So we'll see what happens, because she's a stream uplighting person. She wants to get the stream up. Now I've put the stream, which is the roof runoff, in my garden, which is right there, native plant garden. So we may have a fight if she thinks she can take over with Markham Heritage or anybody else to come in on my land, because I don't have a tomahawk, but she's the reason why Aurora 400 years ago had a tomahawk, which is to Mohawk, which is the axe, through it DG rower, and then there's blood in the river. So I don't know the specifics of the war, but if you see the movie The Queen, Natalie Hofferty, My Life, it was in Filarama Sensorama in the theaters, and that was 2010, 2011. So we'll see what happens today. I've asked for her to be arrested and shot dead by RCMP in cloth and cap, and RCMP in silver suits, to make sure she knows she cannot do anything on my land, especially being a fake Pol Pot down the block, which is Elio Di Orio's unit, and her grandmother married him and tried to fuck a knight. And that's what the game is against my beta males that have to bring with me in 2018 back in time 1 year, and it will happen. I am not stopping the breeding to stop having me children. A royal bloodline, as the only royals, will continue. The Mohawk